Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up the coursework page in your Weebly ePortfolio. So the first thing we need to do is make sure that we're still in Build, and we're going to click on Coursework up here in this menu. Now, this is where we get a little bit of confusion of what we put on this page. A lot of students put their class work, like their assignments, on their coursework page. That's actually not correct. We're going to put your assignments and reflections on the class pages. So if you were taking a Math 1010 class, you'd put your Math 1010 assignments on the Math 1010 page. Your coursework page is going to act as a menu for your classes, and all of your classes will be divided up by whether they were part of your major, general education, or elective education, and we're going to separate them by semesters within those categories. I'll show you how to set that up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull a text box down. We need 3 of them to start to create columns, like what I showed you on the goals and outcome page. So we'll grab a title box and we'll pull it down. Watch for the blue line. We'll let go. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab another title box and pull it down. Remember, we're not going to put it below it or above it. Watch where the blue line goes. We're going to put it right here to the side to create a column. We're going to do that a 3rd time to create a 3rd column. And in these title boxes, we're going to write my major. Click on this one. We're going to write general education. And in this one, I'm going to write elective education. Okay. The next thing we need to do, I'd like to do this for personal preference just to make it look nice. I'm going to grab a divider. It's going to separate it from the text that we're going to add. So I'll grab a divider and pull it down. Now, I don't want it to go under everything, so don't let go yet. Pull it over here and move upward until it's just in the one column. Let go, and now it's in the one column. We're going to do that to the other 2. So drag it up until it's in the one column. Watch for the blue line. And we're going to grab another one. Let go. There we go. So now your page should look something like this. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a text box under each line. So I'm going to grab a text box, pull it down, wait for it to be just in the one column, and I'm going to drop each of those under each line. There we go. The next thing we need to do is look at the classes we added to your ePortfolio and categorize them, whether they were part of your major, general education, or elective education. So if I hover my mouse over coursework, I'll see that I have Humanities 1100, Psychology 1010, English 1010, and Math 1010. You will have a different list of classes because these may not be the classes you're taking right now. So I'm going to click under General Education because all 3 of these fall under General Education. If they were part of my major elective education, I would add them there. But I'm going to click here under General Education, and I'm first going to write the semester that I'm taking these. So I'm going to write summer 2016, and I'm going to hit enter on the keyboard so it jumps to the next line. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click right here where it says bulleted list. And now I'm going to list my classes. Now say you're thinking, I know what classes I'm taking, but I can't remember the numbers. Just come back up here to coursework, hover your mouse over it, and it will show your classes, and the text cursor will actually still be blinking, so you can keep typing. So I can write the names of my classes now. Perfect. So the next thing we need to do is we're actually going to write what requirement our classes are fulfilling towards our general education if the class is a general education class. This information can be found on your My page. I'm going to click after Humanities 1100, hit space, and I'm going to start a parenthesis and I'm going to write the abbreviation for what requirement it fulfills towards my general education. My Humanities 1100 class fulfills a Humanities credit towards my general education, so I'm going to write the abbreviation HU and end parenthesis. I'll go to Psychology 1100 and write the requirement it fulfills. It's a social science class, so I'm going to write SS. Once again, this will be different on your ePortfolio because you will be taking different classes and you'll need to find out what requirement that fulfills. English 1010 is an English credit or composition credit, same thing. And Math 1010 is a quantitative literacy credit. There we go. So now your page should look something like this with your classes that you've listed. If it's part of your major, you can list it here, elective education. If it's not a gen ed class, we don't need to write what it fulfills. The next thing we need to do, just like what we did on our coursework page, is we need to hyperlink the names of our classes so we can link them to the page. I'm going to highlight Humanities 1100, and I'm going to click on this chain, Create Link. Now the next thing I need to do is make sure it's still highlighted. It is not highlighted, so I need to do it again. Weebly does that sometimes. Just do it again until, there we go, it's still highlighted. I'll click on Standard Page because all of our pages are standard page when we created them. And I will find the corresponding page, Humanities 1100, and click anywhere on the page outside of this link box. There we go. And we're going to do that to all the classes. Highlight, click on the chain, standard page, Psychology 1010, click away. There we go. Highlight the class. Oops, highlighted a little bit too much. Chain, standard page. There we go. Perfect. And this is how you're going to list your classes on your coursework page. If it's part of your major, same thing, you'd list them over here. These boxes that we haven't written in will appear blank on your published website, so you don't have to worry about your teacher seeing it say, click here to edit. If you take more classes in the future that are part of your gen ed, you're going to grab another text box, just pull it over here under the divider above the text we already added, and you'll list the next semester when we get to that semester, fall 2016, or so on and so forth. And that is how we create your coursework page on your Weebly ePortfolio. I hope this video has been helpful for you, and I will see you all in the next video.